Let me ask you something. What did you do last Monday? Can you remember? Most people can't. And that's the scariest thing I could ever tell you. Because if you can't remember last Monday, what makes you think you're actually living? Here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Most people are not living their life. They're postponing it. I'll travel when I have more money. I'll spend more time with my family when work slows down. I'll start that thing I've always wanted to do someday. Someday. That word has killed more dreams than failure ever could. Today I want to show you something that changed how I see every single day. Not to scare you, but to wake you up, because you are living like you have forever, and you don't. Here's a number I want you to remember. 4,000. That's roughly how many weeks the average person lives. 4,000 weeks. Sounds like a lot, right? But think about this. If you're 25 years old, you've already used 1,300 of them. If you're 35, more than 1,800 are gone. If you're 45, you've spent over 2,300 weeks. And most of those weeks, you can't even remember them. They blurred together. Monday looked like Tuesday. Tuesday looked like Thursday. And suddenly another year passed. This isn't meant to depress you. This is meant to make you feel something. Because the people who understand how little time they actually have, they live completely differently than everyone else. Researchers ask people over 80 years old one simple question. What do you regret most? And here's what almost every single one of them said. Not the things they did, the things they didn't do, the trip they kept putting off, the conversation they were too afraid to have. The dream they told themselves wasn't realistic. The person they wanted to become but never started becoming. They didn't regret working too little. They regretted working too much. They didn't regret taking chances. They regretted playing it safe. And here's the thing that should stop you cold. Every single one of them thought they had more time. Every single one. Just like you do right now. So why do we keep doing this? Why do we keep postponing the things that matter most? There's a simple reason. Our brain is not built to feel time passing. When you're busy, really busy, your brain goes on autopilot. You stop making choices. You just react. Wake up, check phone, work, eat. Scroll, sleep, repeat. And weeks become months, and months become years. And one day you look up and think, where did my life go? The answer is simple. It went to the things you chose without thinking. Not the things you actually wanted, the things that just happened. Now here's what smart people do differently. They make time visible, not in a scary way, in a powerful way. They ask themselves one question every single morning. If today was my last day to do something that matters, what would I do? Not every day is going to be dramatic. Not every day needs to be an adventure. But every day should have at least one moment, one decision, one thing that you chose on purpose, not by accident, not by habit. Not because it just happened, but because you decided it mattered. That's the difference between a life that feels full and a life that just passes. Let me tell you about two people. The first person spends their evenings scrolling through their phone, watching other people live their lives, watching other people travel, create, build, laugh. They tell themselves they'll do those things too. Someday. The second person puts the phone down. They call someone they haven't spoken to in months. They start writing that thing they've been thinking about for years. They go outside and walk somewhere new. Both people had the same evening, the same hours, the same amount of time, but only one of them will remember it. Only one of them will feel, at the end of the week, that they actually lived. Which one are you? Here's what I want you to take from this. You don't need to quit your job. You don't need to sell everything and move to another country. You don't need to completely change your life overnight. You just need to stop pretending that time is infinite. Because it isn't. And the moment you really feel that, not just think it, feel it, everything shifts. You stop wasting evenings on things that mean nothing. You stop saying yes to things that drain you. You stop putting off the people and the moments and the dreams that actually matter. Because you finally understand there is no someday. There is only today, and today is already happening, right now. While you watch this video, the question is, what are you going to do with the rest of it? Here's what I want you to do right now. Think of one thing you've been putting off. Just one. A conversation, a decision, a first step towards something you actually want, and do it this week, not someday. This week. Drop it in the comments below. Tell me what it is. because saying it out loud makes it real. And if this video made you feel something, hit that like button and subscribe. I make videos like this every week. Real ideas. No fluff. Just things that make you think differently about your life.